Assassin's Creed Shadows is bringing feudal Japan to life, and of course we have to talk about one of my favorite features, the photo mode. But is Ubisoft finally stepping up its game, or are we still dealing with the same old limitations? Well, I got a few answers for you hopefully, so let's dive in. So to enter the photo mode is the same process as previous games. You press L3 plus R3 and voila. So what's new? The most notable change is the UI, as you can see. I don't know if you all remember, but in Assassin's Creed Mirage we had these two modes for the photo mode, but now in Shadows we have proper tabs dedicated to composing the image. In my opinion, this is a great step forward from Ubisoft. One thing that you'll probably already notice, if you're on PC using an ultra-wide monitor like me, well, tough luck. Photo mode only works on 16:9, which explains the black bars on each side. Unfortunately, this issue has happened with previous AC games and they've patched it later, so hopefully this will get resolved right after launch. This screen gives you the same basic controls as previous games, but I know what you guys are thinking. Tell us about the range! Alright, so now how does it compare to Mirage? Sad news here, camera range is identical, and that's a huge letdown. This has been one of the biggest complaints from the community and it still hasn't been addressed. You'd think by now we will have far more flexibility in here. One of the workarounds we used to have in Mirage, at least you could rely on your eagle to fly down closer to your subject where you wanted to take the photo, right, as a workaround. But that's another big news for you guys. There is no eagle in Shadows, and I'm still trying to digest this one. As you see me just kind of going through the tabs, you notice that the sliders as well have a small issue regarding this, so they move way slower than before. Ubisoft did add an acceleration if you hold the button, but honestly, sometimes it's painfully slow. It's a small thing, but it adds up when you are constantly adjusting your settings. One of the big changes in this photo mode has been the depth of field system. There is now some level of control over it, but the precision still could use some work. I often had to back off slightly to get the focus just right. There is also an autofocus feature, but it's a hit or miss. It works occasionally, but you can't fine-tune focus on top of it. So that means that you have to turn off the autofocus and then manually turn on depth of field and then adjust the slider. Worse yet, it struggles with NPCs. Seemingly designed only for the main protagonist, it seems. For most of my shots, I've just relied on the manual depth of field controls since they are easier to work with. Filters and effects have been expanded a bit, nice additions compared to older games, but nothing groundbreaking. We do get the ability to add logos as well, but I can't see frames, which I'm shocked about it. Now you're wondering, what have we missed? Well, I think when I saw revamped or enhanced photo mode, brand new photo mode, I was hoping that something new was gonna be brought in. Something like custom lighting. I was really hoping for something like a 3-point lighting system, or at least cinematic light effect, like in Horizon Forbidden West. It's not a deal breaker, but it shows that Shadows still has a long way to go to catch up with other photo modes like Cyberpunk, Hellblade, Star Wars, Jedi, Survivor, etc. Another omission in my opinion is the lack of time of the day control, given that we have seen that in Star Wars Outlaws and Avatar. I was hopeful that this would also get included, and to make things worse, they removed the fog feature. Why? It used to be such a good feature to sometimes just kind of separate the background from the subject or create that mood, but somehow the fog feature is no longer present. So that's pretty much it about this photo mode. Overall expectations of this photo mode were high, but unfortunately we didn't get a significant revamp from previous games. The UI improvements are appreciated, but the core system still needs a major upgrade. Ubisoft has made some progress, but for a world as stunning as feudal Japan, they really should have done more. Well, tell me what you think. Are you happy with the changes, or do you think Ubisoft missed the mark? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more virtual photography content. Until next time.